The hotel called me, politely reminding me that I had forgotten to pay for the condom I used last night, and they had already deducted the fee from my membership card. I was utterly confused. I worked overtime late into the night yesterday and hadn't been to a hotel at all. I confronted my husband, the only person who knew my membership card number.
The hotel costs more than $5,000 a night. I would never go there. It must be a system error. Someone must have entered the wrong card number. I'll complain tomorrow.
I didn't waste another word on him. The investor of this hotel was my best friend, so I called her directly.
Dear, check who Ethan went to the hotel with last night. I'm going to catch him cheating.
The excuse my husband made was laughable. As soon as my best friend became the hotel's manager, she contacted me and gave me a lifetime free VIP card as a birthday gift. The card was bound to my identity information. No one else could use it.
Are you sure it was me who checked in?
Yes, Miss Carter, it was definitely you.
I was furious. What's more, when I had mentioned wanting to stay at the hotel before, Ethan had said impatiently,
"Why do you have to stay out? I've never seen someone as wasteful as you."
But it was a card my best friend gave me. Why couldn't I use it? The angrier I thought about it, the more I drove straight to the hotel. The lobby was packed with guests checking in. I waited nearly half an hour before the front desk was slightly free.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Carter who you called this morning.
The receptionist looked up at me.
Mrs. Carter? You've already gone back to your room? You set do not disturb 10 minutes ago.
My face darkened instantly. I trembled with rage. That vixen had even dared to check in under my name.
I am the real Hannah Carter!
The receptionist looked me up and down impatiently.
The real Mrs. Carter came with her husband, Mr. Mars.
They used the VIP card. I haven't met Miss Carter in person, but Mr. Mars, a regular guest. This can't be fake.
I felt as if I'd been struck by lightning. Just then, the elevator dinged and opened. Chloe stepped out, wearing the latest Chanel suit of the season. Around her neck was the diamond necklace I'd bought at a jewelry auction. As far as I knew, she was Chloe, my husband's newly graduated junior from college. The receptionist pointed at Chloe as if seeing a savior and said to me,
This is the real Mrs. Carter. Please leave now.
Chloe's face paled when she saw me, but she quickly forced a fake smile.
Sis? What a coincidence.
I shook off her hand coldly.
Why did you check in under my name? Why was the charge on my card? Why are you wearing my shoes and cheating with my husband?
My voice echoed throughout the lobby. Chloe looked around, her eyes immediately red with tears.
What are you talking about? My husband gave me this card and shoes. Are you having a breakdown because my brother-in-law treats you badly? Are you okay? I can help you find a therapist.
As soon as she said that, the crowd started murmuring. Look at her, like a worn-out housewife. No wonder her husband doesn't touch her. This card costs at least $10,000. She doesn't look like someone who can afford it. How can they let just anyone into such a high-end place?
I didn't know you were such a good actress.
Did you check her identity before check-in?
The receptionist hesitated.
Mr. Mars is a regular, so we didn't check.
Your hotel's security is a complete joke.
The receptionist fell silent. Chloe immediately played the good guy.
She's just a staff. Don't be harsh. This hotel isn't for everyone.
Her words were clearly implying I didn't belong here. Just then, her phone rang. The screen clearly displayed the word husband.
Answer it. Put it on speaker.
Chloe answered the call triumphantly.
Honey, the crazy woman is bullying me.
Which woman dares to hurt you? I'm coming right now!
The onlookers looked at me with contempt, and someone even comforted Chloe. Don't pay attention to a lunatic.
You should leave before my husband arrives. He has a bad temper. He bought me a $100,000 membership card easily.
Ethan arrived faster than I expected. He rushed into the hotel. He shoved me hard, then pulled Chloe tightly into his arms.
Don't be afraid, I'm here.
Chloe stood on tiptoe, wrapped her arms around his neck, and the two shared a long, wet French kiss.
Tell her who I am, honey.
He let go of Chloe, walked up to me in a few steps, and slapped me hard across the face.
You're Chloe, the rejected intern. You bully my wife because I refused you.
I covered my instantly red and burning cheek, staring at him in disbelief. The man in front of me was terrifyingly unfamiliar. Before coming to the hotel, he had acted clueless on the phone, comforting me patiently as usual. So he'd always had two faces. Thinking back, he only lit up at the latest game console I bought him, but scoffed at the research results I poured my heart into, calling them nothing but scrap metal. His care was only ever for my bank card. Perhaps he had never loved me, nor tried to understand the real me. A sense of calm welled up from my heart, overriding all my anger. I lowered my hand from my face, looked straight at him.
Repeat
your words.
Who am I? And who is she?
A flash of panic crossed Ethan's eyes, but it was quickly replaced by even more aggressive righteousness.
You're crazy! She is my real wife, Hannah!
You're almost 40. Have some self-awareness.
She looks so desperate. I heard she's a single mom.
Murmurs broke out again around us. It seemed Ethan was determined to protect Chloe, even if it meant trampling me into the dirt. But did he think he could alter the truth with just his mouth? I slowly pulled out my household registration book and marriage certificate from my bag. These can prove my identity. Ethan and Chloe's faces froze instantly. Chloe stared at me in disbelief and tugged sharply at Ethan's sleeve. Ethan lunged forward, snatched the documents roughly, and threw them straight out of the hotel's revolving door without even looking.
Are you done yet? These are fake! Last time you made a fake ID to annoy me, and now you're trying new tricks?
Believe it or not, I'll call the police right now and charge you with harassment and official government documents.
The stares of the people around had turned from disdain to disgust, and they all chimed in.
Call the police! Hurry up! Hurry up! Call the police!
I really admired Ethan's quick reflexes. As soon as I pulled out the evidence, he labeled me a fraud. At this moment, I even wished our marriage certificate was fake. Seeing this, Chloe visibly breathed a sigh of relief. She snuggled back into Ethan's arms and said to me in a tone that seemed caring but was actually vicious.
Sister, you've been driven mentally ill by your abusive husband. I can introduce you to a good psychiatrist and a great divorce lawyer.
She bit down hard on the word divorce. After all, once I divorced, she could rightfully become Ethan's wife. Ethan cooperated by kissing her forehead, then turned to me with eyes as cold as ice.
Get out of here now, or I'll call the security immediately.
Call the security guards to throw this crazy woman out! Who knows what dangerous things she will do next? What if she hurts other guests?
The crowd was incited too. Kick her out?
Drive her away quickly, or complain to the hotel!
The front desk immediately called security via walkie-talkie. Two tall security guards grabbed my arms on either side and dragged me roughly toward the door. I struggled desperately, and my elbows throbbed from being knocked around in the scuffle. Amid the chaos, Chloe had quietly crept up to me without anyone noticing. When no one was looking, she deliberately tripped me with perfect precision. Already off balance, I crashed heavily to the floor.
Oh no!
Chloe gasped at once, feigning innocence.
How dare you frame me? I just wanted to help you, but you fell on purpose to blame me?
My ankle swelled up instantly, and my knee was scraped raw, blood oozing out immediately. I turned pale with pain and tried to stand up, but failed. Ethan just watched coldly, as if I were a complete stranger to him. My heart turned completely cold at this moment. I no longer held any hope for him. Trembling, I fumbled painfully in my pocket for my phone, intending to call 120 for an ambulance. But as soon as I unlocked the screen, Ethan lunged forward and snatched my phone away.
What are you trying to do? Call the police?
Let me tell you, we all saw clearly just now you fell on purpose. Don't you dare frame my wife in the hotel.
I have a blotting disorder. Call an ambulance quickly.
I shouted through the pain, but Ethan was unmoved. Instead, he slammed my phone away into the distance. The front desk, afraid of getting into trouble, hesitated and did nothing. I endured the agony, propped myself up on my uninjured leg, and tried to crawl to retrieve my phone. Just then, a delicate high-heeled shoe stomped hard on my palm.
Sign a statement admitting that everything today is your own fault, and I will call an ambulance for you. Otherwise...
She pressed down harder with her foot. Excruciating pain shot from the back of my hand, mixing with the throbbing in my knee and ankle, nearly making me black out. I couldn't speak from the pain, my whole body shaking violently with hurt and rage, my consciousness fading. Just as I thought I would pass out, sharp, forceful footsteps of high heels echoed from the hotel entrance. My best friend Catherine strode in.
Hannah! I found out that Ethan is cheating! He has booked rooms in this hotel more times than you have in the past few years.
He even dared to give the exclusive members card I gave you to that mistress. I'm gonna skin him alive today!
My best friend, who's the investor of this hotel, stormed in with big, angry strides. Her voice died away the second she saw me kneeling on the floor, battered and in agony. The front desk clerk, who had been arrogant moments ago, turned ashen, stammering timidly.
Miss Catherine.
That one title of a Ms. Catherine fully confirmed my best friend's identity as the investor. The onlookers, who had scorned me just now, stared at each other in shock and embarrassment. No way, she wasn't lying? The husband brought the mistress and pretended she was the wife? Public opinion flipped instantly. Those with children or traveling with partners loathed infidelity on principle, and their words grew fiercer.
Disgusting!
The security guards let go awkwardly, not daring to touch me at all. My best friend felt distressed and wanted to squat down to help me, but before her hand touched me, Ethan grabbed her. Ethan forced a flustered, obsequious smile and shook her hand insistently.
Hello, Mrs. Catherine. I'm so sorry for troubling your hotel.
Don't worry. I'll take this troublemaking woman away right now. She just likes to act like a fool. Please don't mind.
He even tried to act familiar.
By the way, Miss Catherine, which one is your friend? We can help look after her when you're not around.
Chloe quickly chimed in beside him, putting on a sympathetic act.
Yes, Miss Catherine. Your friend is so miserable. Meeting scumbags and being cheated is really pitiful.
I froze for a moment, then realized these two idiots still didn't believe I was the friend Catherine was talking about. Ethan went even further, shouting at the security guards.
What are you standing there for? The investor is here. Hurry up and drag this crazy, troublemaking woman away!
The guards exchanged glances, looking at Catherine, then at me, not daring to move. My best friend was completely enraged. She yanked her hand away sharply, her voice icy.
Get out.
But Ethan clung to her like glue, blocking her view of me, and shamelessly kept justifying himself.
Miss Catherine, please don't be angry. This woman is just framing you. Her injuries look bad, but they're nothing serious.
I'll ask the staff to clean it up right away, so as not to dirty your eyes.
Get out of my way! Are you deaf?
Catherine's anger boiled over completely.
I swear, if anything happens to my best friend, I'll make you pay.
She shoved Ethan and Chloe aside and rushed over to me. When she saw the large bloodstains on my pants and my pale face, her voice trembled.
Hannah, are you okay?
Blood loss blurred my vision. Clutching onto the last thread of consciousness, I grabbed her wrist.
Ambulance. Call an ambulance.
Catherine immediately pulled out her phone and dialed emergency services. The murmurs from the crowd grew louder.
This guy really doesn't know. He's his wife's best friend.
Hilarious. Bringing Mistress to bully his wife, even attacking her best friend, and he's the hotel investor.
I support Bestie in giving this pair of scumman and home reacher a good hard lesson. They're so disgusting.
Ethan's face turned red then pale, yet he still refused to believe what was right in front of him. Chloe tugged at his arm resentfully.
Ethan, it's weird. If she's really Catherine's best friend, why don't the hotel staff seem to know her? Catherine's the boss. How wouldn't they recognize her best friend?
Seeing the doubt in Ethan's eyes, she pressed on.
Besides, I checked Miss Kale's moments last time. Hannah wasn't there at all. Could Hannah have tricked Catherine somehow?
Ethan looked at me with suspicion once more. Feeling smugly clever, he said to Catherine.
Catherine, you must have been fooled by this woman. She's great at faking vulnerability for sympathy.
To sound more convincing, he even pushed Chloe forward.
Catherine, this is Ms. Chloe. She's actually the heiress of Carter Group. You must have met her. She can testify you don't know Hannah at all.
I froze at his words, and even Catherine laughed in exasperation.
Carter Group heiress? I'm the only daughter of Carter. I left home and kept a low profile after falling out with my father over pursuing research. How dare Chloe impersonates me?
Oh, she's the Carter heiress? Then why is her last name Faye?
Ethan jumped in right away.
It's a complicated family situation, so she uses the last name Faye, but Chloe is definitely the Carter heiress.
Catherine scoffed, pulled out her phone, called my father on speakerphone right there in front of everyone.
Hello, Uncle. I hear you have a new daughter named Chloe, who's Hannah's husband's mistress, bullying Hannah with him.
My father's voice, filled with shock and fury, blared through the phone.
Catherine, what nonsense are you talking about? I have only one precious daughter, Hannah. No Chloe. Who's spreading lies about my daughter's reputation? Where are you? I'm coming right now.
Silence fell over the entire scene. Ethan, who'd been triumphant moments earlier, froze completely. He spun around, grabbed Chloe's arm as she tried to sneak away.
Chloe, call your father right now. What is going on?
Chloe averted her eyes, stammering.
I never said I was the Carter heiress. You assumed it yourself.
Ethan was stunned, his face turning as white as a sheet.
What? But when I asked about your background, you didn't deny it. You even said you could connect me with Carter Group for a deal.
Jeers erupted from the crowd.
And I feel cold to the bone. Ethan always thought he got that crucial Carter Group deal thanks to Chloe. He never knew I was the one quietly paving the way for him behind his back.
The wail of an ambulance siren drew near. Blood loss made my vision blur and my body grow cold.
As I'm lifted onto a stretcher, I stare at the grand crystal chandelier above. This all feels like an absurd nightmare.
Ethan tried to rush over to say something.
Stay back!
But Catherine stopped him with a sharp shout. Before darkness closed in.
Hannah, don't be afraid. I'm here. This time, I'll make them pay.
The hospital room reeked of antiseptic. The blood transfusion bag dripped fluid slowly into my veins.
I stare out on the gray sky, my heart colder than my body. Giving my heart to such a man is the greatest irony of my life.
It's not worth grieving over that scumbag, Hannah. You deserve someone better.
I forced a faint smile, but before I could speak, the ward door slammed open. Ethan stood in the doorway, his face livid, ready to pick a fight. He strode over to the bed.
Hannah, why didn't you tell me your parents run Carter Group earlier? If you had, I'd never have offended Carter Group or Kale Group. Now look, I've been fired from the company. Everything I had is ruined. Are you happy now?
I told you. More than once. You just never bothered to listen. You thought my family didn't matter.
Ethan, you brought this on yourself.
He flew into a hysterical rage.
Blame me? If you hadn't spent all your time in the lab turning yourself into a frumpy housewife obsessed with your boring chemicals, would I have done this? You never cared whether I was tired. We had all those resources at home, but you never lifted a finger to help me.
Just then, Chloe walked in too, putting on a pitiful look to back him up.
Yes, Hannah. Husband and wife are one. Ethan hasn't loved you for a long time. He still wants to stay with you out of responsibility, yet you scheme against him like this.
Was it you who got him laid off? You're really too much.
Foolish Ethan was easily persuaded by her few sweet words. He found false courage and stared at me with even more malice in his eyes. I looked at this dramatic pair with disdain.
Didn't I help you?
I let out a cold laugh.
Do you think your small company got in touch with the Carter Group back then by your own ability? Or did you rely on Chloe's fake identity as the Carter's daughter? Ethan, the resources you stole from me have fed you and emboldened your greed and audacity.
Ethan's face turned pale, and he was lost for words. I pressed him further, my voice trembling with suppressed emotion.
You keep saying you stay with me out of responsibility, then why did you cheat? How could you let others call me crazy and assault me, your legal wife? Ethan, you ruined your own bright future with your own hands. I had already prepared documents to promote you to deputy company manager. Now, you don't deserve it.
No one hit you! You fell down by yourself!
Chloe shrieked in defense.
Yeah, Hannah, don't be so delicate.
Ethan echoed weakly, lacking all conviction. Delicate? I stared at him, filled with endless sorrow.
You've always known I have a blood clotting disorder. Even a small cut from chopping vegetables makes me bleed nonstop.
I lost so much blood this time, yet you call me delicate?
I took a deep breath, holding back the tears welling up in my eyes, and suddenly laughed.
Do you know what I'm most grateful for now? That we have no children. Otherwise, the child would be so pitiful.
I didn't mean it.
Ethan tried to make a feeble excuse.
Whether you meant it or not no longer matters.
Catherine said coldly.
I found something interesting. Ethan, the luxury gifts you gave Chloe over the years are worth far more than your legal income. Many of them were gifts given to Hannah by her father and me, which you stole to give to Chloe to gain her favor.
Staring at the clear transfer records on the screen, I looked at Ethan in shock.
How dare you embezzle company funds?
I didn't!
Ethan completely panicked, his voice turning shrill.
We'll know soon if this is slander.
A stern voice came from the doorway. My father stood there with a dark expression, followed by two uniformed police officers. Father's gaze swept over Ethan and Chloe before landing on me, filled with heartache.
Officers, all evidence has been handed over. Deal with the relevant personnel in accordance with the law.
Only then did Ethan finally grow afraid. His hypocritical mask crumbled completely, replaced by sheer terror. He suddenly lunged at Chloe, roughly yanking the diamond necklace from her neck and the luxury watch off her wrist, pulling her so hard she nearly fell over.
Hannah, please believe me.
His voice shook, breaking into a sob.
I thought these jewelry were just cheap imitations back then. That's why I let her wear them. I'll give them all back to you. Every single one.
Shocked by his sudden outburst, Chloe screamed and clutched her neck tightly.
Ethan, what are you doing? You hurt me!
The bodyguard beside my father reacted instantly. He stepped forward and kicked hard at the back of Ethan's knees. Ethan fell to his knees with a heavy thud, crying out in pain.
How dare you bully my daughter?
Father's voice was as cold as ice, carrying the authority of someone used to being in charge.
Do you think I'm dead?
He took another step forward, looking down at the crumpled Ethan on the ground. He took a folder from his assistant and slammed it straight into Ethan's face.
Embezzling company funds, falsifying accounts, squandering project money to support your mistress. Ethan, you're tired of living.
Papers scattered all over the floor. The clear bank transaction records and account statements left Ethan deathly pale. He looked up frantically, his eyes darting to the pale-faced Chloe beside him.
Mr. Carter, it's not my fault! It's Chloe! She made me do it!
He pointed an accusing finger at Chloe, his eyes wild with desperation.
She said she was your daughter! She said no one would dare investigate if we used company money! I was tricked by her!
Chloe's eyes widened in disbelief, staring at the man in front of her in utter shock. Her lips trembled, unable to utter a single word. Watching this scene, A chill ran straight from the soles of my feet to the top of my head. So this man could be this selfish without hesitation, abandoning anyone without a second thought. The so-called deep affection in his heart was worth less than a scrap of paper. Ethan kept begging for mercy, even crawling on his knees toward my father.
Father, we are family. Please forgive me just this once. I swear I will treat Hannah well from now on.
His gaze suddenly fell on the blood transfusion bag beside me.
Hannah lost too much blood. Then let Chloe's blood compensate her. Draw her blood. She's young. She has plenty of blood.
I shuddered all over, overwhelmed by disgust. How could he say something so casually, as if Chloe wasn't a living human being, just an object to be discarded at will?
Who is your family?
My voice was icy, drained of all strength.
Ethan, we are getting divorced immediately.
No, you can't. I refuse to divorce. Hannah, I know I was wrong. Just give me one more chance.
You have no choice.
I closed my eyes, no longer willing to look at his repulsive face. Later, Ethan and Chloe were taken away by the police. During my days in the hospital, my parents and best friend Catherine took turns staying by my side. They were gentle and careful, never mentioning Ethan at all. Instead, they tried every way to cheer me up, fearing I'd be traumatized by everything that had happened. It can't be recovered. He sighed and waved his hand.
I'm responsible. I made it easy for him.
He looked at me, his eyes warm and steady.
Group won't fall. I allow you to do research. Do what you want. I'll always support you.
My tears welled up instantly. I had hurt them so deeply, but from now on, never again. I threw myself back into research, leading my team to tackle a new project. My best friend Catherine told me that after the incident,
the hotel upgraded security, no more impersonation,
and client identity verification systems, making it absolutely impossible for identity fraud to happen again. I asked her,
did the scandal hurt the hotel's image?
She laughed brightly.
The villains were wrong. The hotel's safety reputation made business better.
My mother started coming to my lab frequently to bring me lunch. She knew that once I got absorbed in research, I forgot to eat, so she volunteered to be my alarm clock. Every mealtime, she showed up on time and made sure I ate. Later, I stood on the presentation podium, confident and composed, explaining our achievements to the audience. A tall, elegantly poised man stopped me.
Excellent speech. I'm William from Corey Medical,
he said with a smile, handing me his business card. After that, we occasionally crossed paths at industry events and academic conferences. His insights were unique, and his words were full of respect and passion for research. Later, at a charity gala.
May I have this dance?
On the dance floor, he was well-mannered and graceful. After the gala, he confessed his feelings.
I admire you. I want to take care of you.
Thank you, but it's too early.
2 years passed in a hurry. William stayed with me all the time, reminding me to eat on time and patiently accompanying me through experimental bottlenecks. Whenever my research made new progress, he was more excited than me.
You did it. This is amazing.
Appreciated my talent without reservation. My parents met William several times and were very satisfied with him.
He is steady and truly cares about Hannah.
My parents' approval let go of my last concern. I gradually found that I was used to his company and no longer resisted new feelings. On a sunny afternoon, the plants in the courtyard exuded fragrance. William walked up to me again and solemnly asked to start a relationship.
Hannah, would you give me a chance to be with you?
I looked at him quietly. Flashes of the past 2 years flashed before my eyes. His sincerity, company, and gentleness all deeply fell into my heart. The past pain has long been healed by family and gentleness. I am no longer afraid to give my heart and deserve a sincere relationship. Looking at the unchanged sincerity in his eyes and remembering his company over the past 2 years, all hesitation disappeared at this moment. I smiled at him gently. I nodded gently and said the word clearly and firmly.
Yes.
A new life officially starts from this moment.